Hi everybody, this is my mock classroom lesson for differentiated learning in math. And since I'm on break in lieu of an actual classroom, I'm going to be doing it from my garage here in front of an imaginary audience. I've attached a Word document kind of explaining in a little bit more detail what I'm doing and how it's differentiated and how it's related to the lesson this week and the readings and that kind of thing. So what I'm going to do is just kind of pretend that I have a class here and introduce the lesson and go from there. So here we go. I'm going to pretend the class is here. So everybody come in and take your seats, please. Thank you. Yep, just regular seats, not your group seats. Regular seats. All right, once everybody's seated, I want you to take a look up here. Here's what the lesson is going to be for today. Does everybody have your Chromebooks charged and ready to go? Go ahead and open them up, please. Yeah, extra charger over here. I always keep 3 on hand just for situations like that. Okay, who can tell me what we had last week in our class? The last lesson we had about number lines. Can somebody just quickly go over how you take 3 away from 2 on a number line? When you have this 0 part of the number line, how do you go past 0 if you have 3? Right, you have to go into the negatives, right? So this lesson today is kind of the same concept. And what I want you guys to all do is to think of your favorite destination for a vacation. It doesn't have to be somewhere you've been, but I do want it to be outside of the continental United States. That means that it could be Hawaii, but I don't want it to be like, Denver, Colorado. And the reason why, I want you guys to do this is because we're going to figure out the total distance from this exact spot to that destination, but we're also going to figure out how far it is from the edge of the continental United States to the destination. And that's going to be kind of like the same thing that we did on our number line last week. So if we're going to go backwards to the number line and hit 0 and go into the negatives, 0 is going to be the border of the country. Does that make sense to everyone? Yeah. It's not going to be negative. It's going to be the same kind of concept, but you're going to use our good friend up here, Google Earth, to figure out exactly how far it is to the end of the continental United States and then how much farther it is to your destination. So your destination could be Mexico City. Somebody else's destination could be, Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Somebody else's could be Paris, France. The point is you're going to draw a line straight from here to the end of the United States, and then you're going to figure out how much longer it is. So you're going to do 2 different parts, from here to the end of our country, and then how much farther. And then we're going to do the total distance. So what you guys are going to do for your assignment, you can work together, or you can work in pairs, or even in small groups if you guys want to, as long as you're on task. But I want you guys to create something. You can find a picture of this place that you want to go and print it out. You can draw it. It's kind of up to you how you want to present it. But there's a couple key things that I want to see on it. I want to see the total distance from this exact spot to that destination. And I want to see the total distance from this spot to the end of the continental United States. And then I want to see how much farther it is from the end of the continental United States to your spot. So there's going to be 3 total points. Total distance from here to the end of the United States, and distance from the end of the United States to your destination. Now, does anybody have a question on any of that? Yeah. No, don't think about negatives and positives for this. I know it's kind of related to the number line in that way, but the point is I want you guys to figure out that there's a certain distance that you have to go to reach a certain spot, and then a certain distance more to get to your final answer. And if you can do that, you're going to be able to master the number line real easily. Yeah, you can work with people. You can use any kind of creative artwork that you want. By the end of the lesson, though, I want those 3 things along with some artwork or a picture. Just a picture. And I'll give you guys the example that I came up with. For me, I love London, England. I've been there probably 4 times in my life. From here, you would probably fly, if you look up at the map here, I've illustrated it here on the, you can see the outline of the airplane. It flies from San Diego straight up to like around New York. And then from New York, it flies over the Atlantic Ocean and it goes all the way across and it lands there. So from here, exactly our spot here to the point where you leave American, like the American country, is approximately 2,974 miles, as you can see right here. And then how much farther is it to London, England from there? 2,719 miles. So the whole thing is almost 6,000 miles, as you can see. Kind of like almost half of it's to the end of our country, and then the other half is across the Atlantic Ocean. So that's just my example. You guys can pick whatever kind of example you want. And here, as you can see, the picture that I've made, there's Big Ben and a lot of other cool things that I like to do when I go to London. So how about you? What's a place that you would pick for your ideal travel destination? Maui. Love it. I've been there before. So that's something that wouldn't be very far, because you're probably, as you look at the map here again, when you're leaving the country this direction, we don't have a lot of space to leave the country here, but a lot of your travel time is going to be leaving California, going over the Pacific until you get to Hawaii. Good. How about you? Madrid. Have you been there before? Really? Well, you're lucky. I've not been there yet. It's on my bucket list, though. How about you? Russia, huh? Interesting this time of year, for sure. She is. Okay. All right. So does anybody have any questions before we begin? Okay. Go ahead. If you want to work together or in pairs or in groups, that's up to you. So you guys go ahead. I'm gonna kind of be walking around and making sure that everybody understands what they're doing, and I'm gonna be answering questions too. Okay. You guys go ahead and get in your groups. How's it going, guys? Everything looking good? Okay, so Google Earth. Yep. If you use this app right here. Oh yeah, so sorry guys, I should clarify this. So when you click on your destination, you click from current location, and it should have basically a direct line shot. Like if you're flying on like if you're basically a big bird that was flying over there, it should have it. You don't have to worry about, the distance that it would take you to drive to the airport and then leave from there. There's an app, part of the app, that should show you directly to your destination from here. And that's what I want you guys to use. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, so you're going to take it right from here and go that way, okay? So where your point is going to stop right here is right here at the border. So you can look up here, and if you click on this spot right here, you can see how far that distance is. So again, guys, to clarify, when you're looking at the app, when you click on where the border is of the country, it'll tell you exactly how far that distance is from here. And that's the first part of your assignment. Okay, good job. How about you guys over here? Yep. Oh, that's a cool destination. Your grandma, huh? Okay. Awesome. Good surfing down there if you're into that stuff. All right. Great job. How about you over here? What do you guys got going on? Can I see? Yeah. All right. And that's the lesson for today. Thanks, everybody.